Hello everyone and welcome to completely forgot what I was saying. Newcastle Utd career mode part 11. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna go straight into it, but yeah, I don't know what happened to me there. But anyway, Northern Ireland put in another one of my international jobs, and I mean, come on, give me someone decent as an international. But after a menu win last game, I felt that it was only right to praise my squad. They did so well, and I thought that they should go with their heads held high against Arsenal. And yeah, even if we lose, doesn't matter because we beat Man U. And it was just one of them games that I was just, I really don't mind, to be honest. I really just hope that we get something out of it. And yeah, so we had Mura playing. He requested to play, so I put him up. I thought it'd be right too. And already within 4 minutes, that's all it took to push Sissoko all the way through. And it made it just that I feel a lot happier about this one. And yes, I've been waiting for this this video for a while since I recorded it before. I think when part 8 was released, I already had this one recorded. I was just like, I know what's gonna come in this one, and I was just so happy. But yeah, Arsenal were decent. They had decent passing. If you've watched any of Caffrey's videos, you'll know Arsenal are sort of a Barcelona style play. But today, I think not sure that their best players were up. Diaby and players like that were playing, and they really weren't playing well. Giroud, I was trying not to let shoot, and yeah, so their finishing was obviously not that great. Wilshere was just shy of it there. And yeah, so halftime was 1-0 to me. I was pretty chuffed. They put up a fairly weak Arsenal squad size. And well, I don't consider Diaby that good, so maybe in future times, maybe, but no. Yeah, Podolski was coming on. This was a little bit more worrying. I mean, bit of a better player, and Santi Cazorla there as well. Ox was still on. Walker, I don't think, was playing. As I say, it was pretty unrealistic Arsenal squad, actually. I really would have said that they put up a really tough squad for me to go against. But here comes Walcott. There you go. He wasn't playing, but he is now. So, but yeah. But yeah, I really thought that they put up quite a weak squad for what Arsenal would usually put up. And I don't know, especially Newcastle, yeah, they're not really sort of top 4 spots sort of people, but they're definitely the top 5, well, 5 and 8. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna they're a good squad. I've never since they bought all those. Oh yeah, maybe the French national team, as everyone calls them. I've gotten a lot of respect for them, and I realised there actually that the transfer window was open. I didn't even know where I was, what day it was, or anything like that. It was just like another day to me. And Tim Krul, he was 81 overall, aged 24, and Bayern Munich wanted him for 13 million. I was like, or 12.5. I actually tried bumping it up there to 14.5. Just put it up to what they recommended was at the highest you can lose. That's usually what I go for, because chances are you'll get away with it and get it. But anyway, I put that in and just left it dry because I had a pretty big game up. This was a battle for 5th place, if I remember. It's either 5th or 4th, I think. Everton, really, really good squad. Really, really important that we win. We want to get to Europe. We want to go. I don't want to go into the Champions League. I don't think we're ready for that, but I definitely feel that we're ready for the Europa League, and I definitely feel that I can do well and actually win that game. So, decent attempt, fantastic play there by Sissoko. Ridiculously good player he is. I've loved him through the series. He's been great. Everton really piled on quite a lot of pressure on possession-wise. When they had the ball, they did make a lot of runs and they got into really good positions. They didn't really attack us too much on threat, but But Sissoko there getting a pretty casual. When I rewatched it was like a really casual header. Me doing a stop and turn there to a fantastic, unbelievable volley by Muriel. So you can really understand why I was really chuffed. But here we go. We had a free kick against me. Hitzelsberger, I've not heard of him before, but he completely fluffs that one up. Thank goodness for that, because I can always see them sort of bending in. You never know. But Gibson was coming on for Hitzelsberger. At least I don't have to try and pronounce his name again. Muriel with the fantastic turn and gets past and just racks another goal up, and that's it. It was 3-0. They had another attempt there, couldn't do them with it, but they brought on Jelovic and Distin. I brought on Taylor and Gutierrez. Really wanted to just go defensive from then on, and really wanted to just, I don't know, some players wanted to play. I thought that Giotto was getting quite tired, so I took him off and put Taylor on. I really had little choice, so I had to change around the formation a bit just to, not so much for defensive purposes, but more for just fitness purposes basically. But Muriel there trying to go for his hat trick, unfortunately missing, but got to give him credit for the skill he showed. And I actually went for ter Stegen, a lot of people say, and I know that he's a really good keeper. I went in for a bid. They said, I inquired about him, and they said around 15 million was about the good price. Taylor there actually being interested in Stoke. I thought, well, I could get a pretty good cheap deal out of him, and yeah. So again, after that fantastic win 3-0, I had to praise them, ready for the FA Cup. And I decided, well, if I get Tim Krul, I'm gonna need money. So that if I get 10 million, I'll still do what I'm doing now. 10 million will give me enough. And they came back with that, and that was really decent. They gave me more than half of what I asked for, 5.14 million, which, you know, I said I got to take that because it was such a good thing. Stoke was saying that they were going to go up with the offer and go with Taylor. I was then going to bump up again and try and get the 14.6 I really wanted for Tim Krul. All this would have added up, and I would have had enough money for ter Stegen. Bayern Munich were just not. They were just trying to get me to sign at that. I sent them again. I didn't. I wanted more. Demba Cisse, I mean, really, I don't have enough striker force, and seriously, 11 million isn't going to get me anyone that's going to be able to replace him properly. So I thought, you know, I'm just not going to go for him. I'm not going to sell him off because he's fantastic and he's a great. Like, Muriel's fantastic. He plays most of my games, but Cisse comes on and he's so reliable. Every time you see him on the ball, his heading's good, his finishing's at 87, he's got a really good finish on him, really good touch, and he's really, really strong. And I think it's amazing. And but here we go, we were in the FA Cup, we were doing, we unfortunately got knocked, I think we got knocked out by Chelsea. Yeah, we did, we got knocked out in that, I remember that game. That shocking game. Yeah, so we got knocked out of the Capital One, but I thought, hey, let's try and go for the FA Cup. That's pretty much the only trophy I can really go for now. I don't think there's much else. Fantastic turn there by Muriel, beating two players and managed to lay up a shot. And fantastic finish as well. Unfortunate header there, and sorry, that was Muriel. Muriel went down, he was injured. I thought, well, straight away, I've got to take this guy off. He's injured, I think it was a sprained ankle he got. Just so, you know, I don't want to risk it. So I brought on Cisse. I know that Cisse is going to be good. He can possibly get me another goal. And Sissoko there, launching one into the top right, and it just goes and curls down. I love that sort of finish that they do. And it was fantastic. So they were really trying to stay back in the game, Swansea. And I don't know, Swansea played their part. They did their usual, where they went for it. But really didn't show a lot, and unfortunately for them, 90th minute, Cisse burying the hat-trick, putting the nail in the coffin, whatever saying you want to use to leave it dead and buried. And that was it. it was another 3-0 win for us. I was playing really well that day, and it was really good. And we also sold Stephen Taylor. Thank you for playing so well on the games you did play. And I decided in the end I must take the 13 million. I probably can't really get too much greedy. It's going to end up like 20 million wage budget, obviously, transfer budget. Obviously that actually goes down because they take a percentage themselves. Porto going in there, saying 10 million. I bumped up. They were happy with the 14 million. They were going to go ahead with it. Again, Malaga wanted him. And I thought, well, he's not got that long left till he's reached potential. I know roughly where his potential is. And I know he's getting there. Yeah, so if I sell him now, he's going to be worth not a lot of money in the future. And I'm not going to make much more money than that. I don't see him going for much more. I mean, he's 24 as well. So we're talking about the end of the season. So he's going to be like 25, and I'm going to sell him. And he's going to be about the same. So he's not really going to increase in money. And I went through all of my things. I mean, after that joke of Australia giving me an offer to run their club, their country, I'm just like, no, I really cannot be bothered. So I literally went through all 5 and just got rid of them all. But I refuse to take up an offer that's actually gonna... Yeah, I want to win the World Cup. I mean, I want to even be within a shot of it. I don't want to take like Australia and try and become the next best, next world champions. I mean, do you really see like the table? Like, you've got like Spain. You could have Portugal, Italy, possibly England, Brazil, and then Australia. I mean, really, come on, really. I mean, I'm not going to be interested in that. I'm playing really well. But yeah, anyway, back to the game before I start ranting on and being insultive to a nation. I've actually been to Australia. I gotta be honest, it's a really nice country, so I can't really fault them too much. It's just, I think they're a bit unlucky in what they have. But lucky in some of the beautiful land that they have there. It is a really nice country. If anyone has the money or has the time, definitely try and go there because it's a beautiful country. But anyway, back to the game before I hate on them, then praise them, then whatever. We came back and oh wow, I go back to the game and it's already full time. Okay, well, you basically saw that I pretty much just miss, save. Squad change a bit here and there, and that was it. And Tiote then getting an offer in. I know he's getting to his potential now, but I just have no interest in selling him. Steichen came back, and is it 19.5? Let's just no, 19.5 million. There's no way. So I went for Loris. He was in bad form. I was like, yes, this is going to be perfect. I can bring him back to form. He can be better for me. Perfect time to bring in a keeper is when they're in bad form, because a new club might change them around. They might be interested. Also, I didn't actually show it, but I went through most of my players. Most of my players in the youngest squad and the reserves, and just pretty much just sent them all on loan. But Tottenham really wanted a lot more money, 18 million I think it was. But I gave him I'm not going to pronounce his name. I gave him them. And again, there's another guy from Galatasaray. Now, this keeper is actually quite interesting. I think he goes up to like an 86 or 87. Pretty decent keeper, actually. And I actually simmed Reading. Sorry if anyone wanted to watch it, but Reading were at the bottom of the table. They're the worst form possible. And I wanted to get this Tim Krul business over and done with, because I don't know if it was after or before, I actually sold Krul. No, that was it. I've already sold Krul, and against Norwich I had Harper in goal, and I have to make this transfer quick. So I really want to focus on trying to go almost day by day, just trying to get this happen, because I drastically need a keeper, and if I got a decent amount of money, so I can get a good keeper. So this is why I'm looking at Loris. I know Loris goes up for a lot. 4-0 was the final score. Tottenham accepted the contract. Accepted the sell. the contract was down there, and again I put in another bid to see if I could land either one. I really didn't mind. Excuse me. There was a centre forward that I wanted to send off. I wanted to motivate before the game. I wanted to make sure that we win this game. But then I thought maybe now would be the perfect time for Lloris to accept, and I could have put him in straight away into the squad against Tottenham. And even if I didn't, I could have just had him. But unfortunately, Lloris wanted to stay there just for that little bit, just to see how good he's going to be against Newcastle before he's actually going to be at Newcastle. Well, we'll find out in part 12 whether he comes. I haven't even played it yet, so let's see if we can get Lloris. If we can, I'm going to be so chuffed. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this rather long video. I hope to do more videos that are this long. I like doing it. I think it'll be better as well. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.